Hello. My computer's fixed. At least I think so. Let me see if there's an echo when I get on to the YouTube. Um, so I took it to this place, ABC Computers, ABC Computer Repair in Denver. And there's this guy named Albert, and his little out of his home. Yep, see that I'm echoing. Yay, I'm echoing. Hi, Anthony. Hello, hello. I was so upset last night, you guys. I shouldn't have even I should have gave up, but um so I just emailed Lise and said, like, well, now we can talk about how Red like holds on to things for too long and won't give up. My marriage wasn't working for 30 years, and I kept on making it work on my own, and I was thinking about it too. And you guys, it's why I have such trouble with decisions, because like um my ex was so controlling, and then whatever decision I would make, it would be wrong, whatever I did, he never wanted and especially something like that. We never, nobody else really fixed our cars. Nobody else would, of course, not our computers. He was a computer geek himself. Um, so like stuff like that causes me, I don't know, anxiety. It's just like, how much is this going to cost? And then it ended up, not like, what I did was, computer repair near me. And it came up here on my computer. And then y'all already know, like, when I can't make this, because all these places come up. Well, Lisa said, and I was like, what did Lisa tell me to do? Lisa said, look for a place with good reviews, and don't go into Best Buy because they're too expensive. She's, look for a place that has good reviews. And so I found this place, and you guys, it was so funny because so I got the directions to this ABC computer repair, and I end up in this neighborhood, and I'm like, what? I was like, oh, so this is a home out of someone's house. And then I pull in, and the guy's garage door opens, and I'm like, what the heck? And he's standing there. He's got all the stuff in his garage. And he looked at it. I mean, it only took him like, I don't know, 20 minutes, and uh he figured it out, and and didn't charge me anything. And I'm gonna leave my good review. It's ABC. Um ABC Computer Repair of Denver. And it's over there. It's over near where my son lives. I went over that way. And how are you, Anthony? But I am sorry about my fiasco of a live last night. So I asked Lise, maybe she can come on this week. I don't know, but if not, I'm gonna wait until after I get back from Philly, which will be um, after Memorial Day, or in June, Memorial Day or into June. So, but I'm very relieved, and very, very relieved. And yeah, So whoever prayed for me, thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, I prayed too. I was really just, after my crazy, and I didn't even have to do all that. If I would have went in, see, I was afraid to go in because I'm like, they're going to take my computer away, and at least it's easier if I have my computer to bring someone up. Um, hi, Tanya. Lobbies. Oh, lobsters. Yeah, the lobster people. That's funny. Um, so, uh, yeah, I was afraid to take it in because I'm like, they're gonna have to take it. It's gonna cost a lot of money, and I was worried about, um, picking the right people, and so I called a couple places, and they didn't make appointments even. Uh, they said you just leave it with them, and I knew that was the way Best Buy did it, and I felt kind of let down by Best Buy because they made me get this external hard drive, and I put all this stuff on it. And thankfully, you guys, thankfully, I emailed my book to myself. Otherwise, I would have lost it on this external hard drive that crashed. And now I'm trying to decide if I should um, get this guy here doesn't do data recovery, so my external hard drive with the stuff I lost on it, it could be a lot of money to try to get it recovered. But he sent me to this person that might be able to do it. But I decided to not go there today and to come home and go live. I decided to come home and go live. I went to, since I was over near there, I went to Cherry Creek State Park. But I'm having an issue with them. So there's a long line to get into. It's a nice day out, and so there's a long line to get into Cherry Creek. And I'm like, let me go on the other side. Hey, Terry. Hello, hello. How are you? So I went on the other side because they're supposed to scan my license plate, and I just get to go in, right? And there's a long line, and there's boaters going in and all of that. And so I go on the other side, and a guy comes over there, and usually, mind you, again, there's usually nobody there. There's usually nobody there. And so I guess maybe that was for the winter. I don't know. And I said, I have the thing on my license, that like they said you were going to scan or whatever. And he said, oh, okay. Do you have it on your receipt? And I'm like, yeah, now I have it on my receipt because last time I came here, I couldn't get in, and because I had my temporary tags and all that. And then he says, go around, turn around and get in the other line. And you just have to pay $3 for the water or whatever. And thanks, Terry. Thank you. Like, I was having a very bad night and I was being stubborn. I was going to make it work. What happened last night on my live is I couldn't get logged in on my phone. And so I could have, and then after the fact, I was like, I could have heard Lise, it's Lise, not Lisa. But I could have heard Lise if I turned on the TV. And it's just like, why didn't I think of that? But I was so flustered, and I was trying to log in, and then and it says, just log in with email, just log in with. I managed to get myself shut out. I had forgotten because you don't log in all the time. Everything's already logged in on my phone, on my computer, everything. So I managed to get myself out of my. Had to change my email password because I forgot it. Because they're like, and I was just trying to find a faster way to log in. And what I think happened is StreamYard, when I went live for my test live, I logged in on my phone first. And I think because I was logged in and I had a lease in my basement on my computer, that it wasn't letting me log in on my phone. And so that was the problem, is I couldn't get logged in on my phone to have the sound, because I knew my sound wasn't working. But I wasn't able to log in on my phone like I did for my test live. And then it ended up being something so simple when I went. You eating something? Yeah, I need to get mine. And I did. I had salad last night after my live again, and I'm like, okay, good for me. But then I did stress eat. I was stressed last night, and I should have admitted defeat. Yeah. And so it ended up when I logged out. See, if I would have done that sooner, if I would have logged out on my computer and then logged in first on my phone, that would have worked. But yeah. Ooh, that's low. That is low. So yeah, I already ate. I got up earlier. I'm having a Coke Zero. So yeah, that's what's up with that. I'm gonna light my candle. So, how is everybody doing? How are my flames? Let me see if Lisa's seen my email yet. But yeah, I was bummed. I was bummed last night because I was so looking forward to doing that. To doing that live with Lise. That's why I didn't want to. I should have contacted those places early, like Saturday or Sunday. But going live every day during the week is tiring. So it would kind of wore me out. So I wanted to take, and I didn't notice that. I was like, oh, it's something, or I didn't think it was anything serious at first. But then when it wasn't back working on Sunday, I was like, oh no. And then I was worried. I'm having a little tangerine. But yeah, I got stressed. I got stressed, and I should have just said, let's postpone this until I can get this fixed. So it was not a good idea. Yeah, it was helpful to talk to Lisa on Sunday. I was sort of like, listen to what, you know, Lisa says because she knows computers and stuff. One step at a time, right? Oh, that's good. That's good, Terry, because I get ahead of myself already, and I almost I almost I thought about canceling Portugal, you guys, because I was having anxiety about it. And I actually talked to someone who gave me more anxiety about it. And I don't think they meant to, but I was talking to a friend, a person, someone um, about it. And and I was talking about, the fact that I'm not making any money. I'm just spending the money from my my inheritance that I got last year, and so I'm not making money at this time. I'm just spending money, and so they gave me more anxiety about, that I was doubting it myself, though. I guess I expressed my doubt, and then they were like, "You're right." They were kind of like, "You're right, you shouldn't go." And I was like, "But wait," because I really thought that God had led me to go. And so um, I didn't cancel it, and I'm still going. But I don't know. I'm learning to calm my triggers. Oh, and it was funny that I didn't go to church where I usually go on Sunday. I went to where I was going to this women's conference that was on Friday and Saturday. So I just went to that church on Sunday too. And they were doing a series on triggers. And it was like the last one. It was really good. And it was about um, being triggered. So that was really appropriate. Is your blood sugar back up, Terry? I have two people watching. I guess it's Terry and Tanya. But yeah. Anyways, so I should say a poem for you. Up to 51. That's still low. Let's see what mine is. Are are you hyperglycemic, Terry? Are you um, it doesn't sound like you're diabetic, but I guess it fluctuates a lot if you're diabetic too. Are you diabetic? I'm pre-diabetic, and that's why I check mine. And this was my sister-in-law's uh, meter. So my brother let me have it. I have Dexcom. What? I don't know that I've ever heard of that. Poke my finger. Oh, type 1. I ordered the wrong test strips once. I was like, oh, these test strips, mine's 104. It's pretty good. It's crazy that it's down after I eat. I don't know. Something's up with me that it goes. It's like 1:23 in the morning, and now I ate a couple hours ago, and now it's 104. I don't know. It's weird. Oh, you have a meter on your belly. Okay. So I want to leave this guy a good review because he just fixed my computer, didn't charge me anything. So that was nice. And I wished I would have gone over there yesterday. So you don't have to poke your finger or anything. Oh, I'll show you what I got my grandbaby. Hey Pam, hi. Look, it's like a puppet washcloth. It's a unicorn. Isn't it cute? And I got her these. My daughter's name is Claire, and I saw these. These were at the grocery store. I don't know when she's going to be able to wear them, but I had a little bracelet on, and she pulled on it and broke it. I had a little bracelet on like this last time I was there, but I don't know really because she's only 1. But you know, maybe when she gets a little older. But I got her these cute little bracelets. I tried to set my my little dragon in the car on my dash, but he won't stay. I have this cat there now, and the cat is like bottom heavy like a beanbag, and it just sits there and doesn't move. So I'm like, well, the cat stays. My little dragon is like rolling all over the place every time I turn the corner, so he doesn't do good there in my car. So but how are you, Pam? So yeah, I just came on here to say that my computer is fixed. Hi, David. It was my drive, is what he said. I should have looked closer at what he did, and I didn't. My bad. Yeah, I was so relieved, and then it was my drive, whatever that means. He didn't have to do anything. He just got it fixed, and he didn't charge me anything either. Hey, Graham, how's it going? I don't know why I'm yelling. So you can hear me in Australia? I don't have to yell. My computer's fixed. Oh my goodness. Um, let me find a poem to say for y'all. So I've been driving around Denver. I find there's a lot of new places that were near me and they didn't have any reviews. And so I was like, nope, nope, nope. Lisa said, find a place that has good reviews. And so that's what I did. I listened to Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. That's Outdoor Dash Travels. Yeah. Let me see. Oh, I have one I haven't said in a while. That 4-letter word. Let me say this one. I need to memorize my new poems. I haven't yet. This is called that 4-letter word. It's never in vain. It all matters, no matter how small an act. A kind word, a smile, a hug, a cup of cold water. I have it in a photograph, a letter, a scrap of paper, a meal, a memory, a bowl of chili, chicken salad, peach ice cream, and red velvet cupcakes, chocolate and roses. It speaks your language. It's a gift, a movie, a lightsaber, a new hope. It's a verb, it's a noun, it's an adjective, it's profound. It's encouragement and motivation. It's harder than you thought, yet it makes everything easier. Like E.T., it phones home. It's more wonderful than you knew and worth everything you put in. It hangs on, it never quits, even if you let go of it. It can hurt sometimes. It can't stay mad. It works and tries, it bleeds and cries, and doesn't lie. It apologizes, gives, and forgives. It's the only thing we take with us when we die, yet it makes us feel alive. It always hopes, believes, trusts. It never fails. And even if you're away a while, it waits for you to come home. I can't see the chat. Oh, I didn't check my P.O. box today. I forgot. I was out. I got my computer fixed and it didn't cost me anything. I went all the way over near where my son lives, and I was right near Cherry Creek State Park. And but I ended up not going into Cherry Creek State Park because he wanted me to get in the long line and pay $3. And I was like, are you kidding me? After all the trouble I went to get my tags, and then I paid to get in the state parks, and they're supposed to just like scan your tag. You're supposed to drive on through. And I was like, well, I don't think, again, I didn't like plan to go there like last time. Oh, not Echo in the naughty corner. Just because I didn't go to my P.O. box. There's never anything in it, Dave. Usually this will be an exception. So thank you, David, for sending something to my P.O. box, but I don't go there that often because there's usually not anything in it. Like I went yesterday and so it's not 6:39 a.m. Wow, I'm never up that early. Maybe I need to go to Australia. No, I'm gonna get there someday. But yeah, I got up early for me today. I got up like 8 something, so that was good for me. Sunny morning. It's all good. We're off to Mululapa. Mululapa. See another old mate. Sounds fun. Oh, you had a poem put in Shaken Soup book back when you were a kid. That's cool. That is cool. Yeah, so I was I was so I was so upset last night about my live, you guys. And then I was so stubborn trying to make it work when I should have just, if I went out too, when I finally went out of this live, because I think what the problem was is um I had to log in first on my phone, and I didn't log in first on my phone. And I think that's why it wasn't letting me log in on my phone when I was logged in first on my computer. Because I was trying to get the sound from logging in on my phone, and I couldn't get logged in on my phone. And then when I did bring Lisa up and you all could hear her and not hear me, I could have turned my TV on and went to my YouTube on my TV, and then I could have heard her. But I was so discombobulated. I was so um, flustered, and I didn't think of that until later. And I was like, oh, I would have been able to hear her if I turned on my TV. So, and the whole test live threw me for a loop, because I was like, okay, it worked. And like, I wasn't worried about it, you guys. I wasn't worried about it anymore because I made it work on my test live. And then I went swimming, and I wasn't even thinking about it. I went swimming yesterday, and oh, I can show you that video. I had the lifeguard. Let me download it and show you. So yeah, I kept trying to make it work. So should I read it? Is it a clean poem? Is it a clean poem, Graham? um, let me see here. Where's me swimming yesterday? Hey, Char. Hey, Laura. Hello. Again, zooming out from far away. Lifeguard isn't used to filming, I don't think. Yeah, that was the last lap. Hello, Laura. Thanks for coming in. Oh, yes, it's meant to put a smile on your dial. Okay. I haven't looked it up yet. Yeah, so I emailed Lise and told her my computer was fixed, and see if she might be able to come on at lunch sometime at this time, because I'm going to Philly next Monday. See y'all, pray for me. Going to Philly, and I don't forget. I don't forget. I had I did a video of I think it's too big to download. I ate I'll show you. I had something earlier. Since I got up earlier, I was hungry before I went to get my computer fixed. Because I thought, I thought this is gonna take a while. I was so worried about getting my computer fixed. I was like, I'm gonna eat something. I ate this before I left. And then it was something simple. So how are you, Brandon? So yeah, and I was hungry earlier. So let's see, what should I download? I worked on some videos last night, and then I didn't. I was so discouraged, you guys. I could so. I let that live just get me so discouraged. So but I went to bed earlier. Oh, and then I started to turn on another World War II series on Instagram about not on Instagram. What am I saying? Netflix about the hiding place. Well, I thought that was there's a movie called The Hiding Place. It's about Corrie ten Boom's family, but this was another movie like that about World War II and people hiding Jews. And I'm like, why am I watching this? This is sad. And it's just, so I watched the first episode though, and I turned it off and went to bed. I have a TikTok. Let's see. I'm Redheaded Riding Hood on everything. So if you find me, I have a few TikToks, but whoops, that was TikTok. Let me do another. Oh. What poem should I do for y'all? I always go back to doing, I think I'm going to do the elephant poem. What do y'all think? Let me play a little song for you. that like caused me when I did the other live, and then like nobody could find my new live. I started a new live, and then I was on my phone, right? I got it to go on my phone when I closed it on my computer. When I closed StreamYard on my computer, then I got it to start on my phone. So I had sound. So, and I play my flute it calms me down. So, um, yeah, I did that and said a couple of poems, and no one could find my new live that I started up except for Brenda Berner. So thank you, Brenda. So Brenda joined me, and I went and I was just like, I need to just like, I wouldn't give it up, you know, and that's why I'm too tenacious at times, you know. I held on to my marriage for 30 years, you know, because of my kids and because, you know, you know, the Bible says all sorts of things. The Bible says, you know, God hates divorce and all that. And divorce is bad, but but really my husband always deserted me. And it's like, if he was saying he was a believer, but and I know this says, if the believer departs, you let him go. Let him go. And he was the one that did leave first, but then he wanted the big house. So he came back, because first when he left me, he was at our smaller house. And then, you know, he left me, but he wanted the bigger house and I couldn't afford to keep it. So he came back to the bigger house, and then I left and went to the smaller house. So that's that story. Yeah, and I have a poem in here called The 7-Story Tree 2, because I have 2 7-Story Tree poems in the 7-Story Tree book. Okay, David, you'll be right back in a minute. It's nice for you to let me know. That's nice. So my first 7-story, because when I started this book, I wasn't sure whether we were going to divorce or not. So this is the 7-Story Tree 1, and it's about my kids. The 7-Story Tree. And the verse I put before this one is, God sets the lonely in families. He leads out the prisoners with singing. Psalm 68:6. I needed a hug. I needed unconditional love. God gave me Sarah. Why so serious and delirious? I needed to have fun. My father-in-law asked, how about a son? He wanted us to have a son. God gave me Teddy. The days were so long, I needed a song. God gave me Ian. My mother-in-law said it sounded like Ing, her father's name that rhymes with sing. Ian's always whistling, or he plays the guitar. When he was little and stuff, he was always. Without a care, I needed a bear, or maybe a cook. God gave me Claire. She's inherited mine and my mom's cooking ability. She's an awesome cook and baker. Falling apart, we needed a new start, or perhaps more organization. God gave us Lydia. You and me in our tree, we will rise to the skies 7 stories high. Well, was that way for a while. So Lydia, like, she's the organizational person. She was like my little Marie Kondo. She would organize everything in the house. So that's why I said that. And then the 7-Story Tree 2 is where I'm rethinking the tree. But the tree is several things. The tree is in the Bible. The tree is the family tree. That's my Claire Bear drew this picture when she was little, and that's our family. and the tree. And I'm like, that's perfect. I'm going to put that on the cover. So I was able to change it in Amazon. I did this book for free on Amazon. It's cool. But yeah. And let me see, what page is the second 7-story tree? 2 is on page 49. Okay, the 7-story tree 2. And it's a Matthew West song about the tree. What's it called? What is the song called? Let me think. And the verse I put before this one is that they may be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he may be glorified. Isaiah 61, verse 3. The 7-story tree 2. I think it's time I write about the tree. It's the story of my life. A musician singing my life with his song. He sung it several times. How did he know? Matthew West. God loves me more than the stars that he taught how to shine. He is mine. That's another Matthew West song. Now it's a song about a family and a tree, destiny. But what does that mean to me? When I live as a Pharisee, I can't be free. God hates divorce. I can quote you chapter and verse, Malachi 2. But does he like force, subtle abuse, manipulation, and control? What is this cosmic power that chains me to the solemn tree? Mutiny. Is it me? Set me free. But the tree can be an oak of righteousness, thinking of yourself less. The tree is the person who abides in him. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The tree is me and the love of family. Now I can see how I can be the tree planted by the river of life, forever free, fruitful, thriving. Just to know my King and to make him known is joy unspeakable, faith unsinkable, love unstoppable. Anything is possible. See also Psalm 1 and Jeremiah 17. So, buffering. Yeah, and so in the end is inspired by and borrowed from the Thrive song by Casting Crowns. So, and the tree with that. So, yes. Yes, I it's so annoying when that happens with the buffering. So it happened, it might have been at Roy and Becky's. I don't know, but it was annoying because it's like, wait, I'm behind on the live, and then the chat, they're talking about things they're saying now, but it buffered, so I'm behind. And you don't know what to do because, like, if you fast forward it, then you're going to miss something that was said. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you to do. I don't know what to tell you to do. I'm to 1,005 on Instagram now. And there's my Instagram link. I think it's in I can send you a copy, Brandon, if you just email me your address. I think it's on Kindle. Let me see. It's on Amazon. Oh, wait. Just. It is, yeah, you can get it. You can get it, not an ebook, but you can get it on Kindle. But I wonder, I haven't received anything from Amazon in a long while. I buy the copies for, usually I give them I give them all. Story of my life, I give too many copies away. But yeah, it's on Amazon. You can get it on Kindle, but I can send you a copy and it'll be signed. So hey Brenda. Hello. Guess what, my computer's working. And it was something simple. I should have went yesterday. Red was scared. I was scared again. And I didn't go to get my computer fixed. And I should have just went because it was something simple and he didn't even charge me. And yeah. So I really feel like it's going to be exciting to see how the trip. I am nervous. I do get anxiety sometimes, so yeah, pray for me. But it's going to be exciting to see how Portugal is. But pray for me, and I need to get I want to get my plane tickets. I need to get my plane tickets this week before I go to Philly, because and Philly should be fun. I'm going to my friend Diana Serenity Studio art show there on the 18th, and I'm going to see my grandbaby, my daughter, my son-in-law. So I'm excited. I'm going to go to the Rocky place this time, and maybe I'll go see the Liberty Bell. I haven't been to see the Liberty Bell. I didn't try to go see anything. I just wanted to see them when I went in December. So I was just like, I'm not gonna bother with even trying to go see anything else right now. So and it was the first time seeing my grandbaby when I went in December. So I was so excited. But yeah, I'm back. Thanks so much. Brenda was when I restarted the live, Brenda was the only one that could find it. It was just me and Brenda. But it was good. Thanks so much, Brenda. And let me drop Lisa's link, because I was just like, I gotta listen to Lisa and what Lisa said, and you know, I did what she told me to do. And I was like, thank you, Lisa, if you watch this later. She's Outdoor Dash Travels. So, and I know that like Carol, Glorious Life on Wheels, is always contacting Lisa for tech help with things. She's good with that, and she's the one that taught me to edit. You know, her editing videos, editing classes on there. Yeah, so, and I was so upset last night. I wanted to take all those live streams down. And you guys know, like with stuff like that, I'm so indecisive, and I was just upset. I was just upset. And so y'all know, like, I'll always flip a coin when I can't decide on something, and it was like, no, don't take this down. I mean, because I felt like you could see like what's going on with me and why, so you could just see what was going on with me. And I was trying. I was trying too hard to make that live stream work, and it just wasn't working. So I'm hoping Lise might be able to come on in some afternoon this week before I go to Philly. But other than that, I want to redo it, and it will be Memorial Day or sometime in June. And then July, I am going to Portugal. So I'm like, I can't cancel that. I made a video about it saying, it was time for me to do something that was, I've been saying I've been wanting to go to Europe for years. And I haven't gone. And I got the money from my dad, and that reminds me too. I want to share a video with you guys to check out. I should share it. I'll share it on my community tab again. I one time tried to share it on, and that's funny because this is what it's not. It's sort of a more fairy tale-ish. It's not. Now let me think of the name of it. It's Stephen Curtis Chapman. And it's called, Glorious Unfolding. I played it on a live and got in trouble. So I can't play it, but I'll put the link to it. I'll share it on my community tab. But the story, it goes through a story on it as the song plays, and it's her dad has passed away and he left her these plane tickets. Well, it didn't happen that way, but sort of did. It sort of did. And so, and it was funny because then I loved this song and I shared it, and I even did a blog post called, I think it was called The Glorious Story. Because for those of you who don't know, no, you can't dox me by telling people, because I tell people my last name is Story. And you think that's a great name for a writer. Isn't that great? Only there's 2 billion trillion. No, I don't know how many, but there's a lot of Susan Stories. So it wasn't a name that stood out. And God gave me the name, I feel like, Red-Headed Riding Hood. There's no other Red-Headed Riding Hood. There's only one. There's only one me. And if you Google that, all my pages come up. So, you search that on TikTok, on Pinterest, on Instagram, on Facebook, Red-Headed Riding Hood. So if you want to find my pages, that's how you do it. And I have a website too. But anyway, so that, I'm going to share this on my Stephen Curtis Chapman. I love this song. This is like my story, gloriously unfolding. I know what I can do. Is read you some of the lyrics. I haven't listened to it in a while, but I'm going to share it on my community tab. Okay. But yeah, I love that song. Let me read you some of the lyrics, because it so spoke to me when, I was going through all of this in 2014, 2015, 2016 is when I was going through it all with my husband. If I could spell, that would be helpful, right? It goes, lay your head down tonight, take a rest from the fight. Don't try to figure it out. Just listen to what I'm whispering to your heart. Because I know this is not anything like you thought the story of your life was going to be. And it feels like the end has started closing in on you, but it's just not true. There's so much of the story that's still yet to unfold. This is going to be a glorious unfolding. Just wait and see, and you will be amazed. You've just got to believe the story is so far from over. So hold on to every promise God has made to us and watch this glorious unfolding. So I love that song. So, hey, Lori's here. Hi, Lori. Yeah, I almost, and then by the time I was like, I need to call Lori. But I didn't like, and I almost, but it was late, but it is an hour early in California, but it was late. Like I almost called you last night, but I'm like, I don't want to bring Lori down. And so, but I knew, Lori would have cheered me up though. I know you would have, but then it was too late. And then I was watching the sad story on Netflix. I don't know why, but anyways, and I went to bed early. So yeah, it's redheaded riding with a W. I always do this with a W because yeah. So it was actually a pastor that said that. Like if you have something like you're trying to decide between two things and like none of them, they're not, it's not a sinful choice. And I had someone come into my live and she was actually really from another channel and I was interviewing someone that she knew on my channel and she just attacked me and started trolling me because I said I flipped a coin. Like that was, I was like, well, it's kind of like it's in the Bible because they casted lots, like to decide who would be the, it's a couple times in the Bible where they cast lots. It's in the Old Testament, in the New Testament, where they decide to pick disciple to replace Judas when Judas dies. And oh, thanks, Lori. Well, I knew I needed to try to get to bed earlier, and I knew I would talk to you soon. And my computer's fixed, and it was something simple. So, like, thank you guys for praying. I'm like, oh, please let it not be expensive. Please let it not be expensive. Because, like, one of the main things, although it's lots of things, things give Fred anxiety. It is getting, it's so much better though. It's getting better. God is working on calming me down and like, gosh, he put me here. I just feel like he put me here and I can't even begin to go into, like I shared that song and the things with my dad, like you don't know all the backstories. Like I didn't think I was going to get any of that. I didn't know how that he had as much as he had saved up. well, it was invested and all of those things. And also the timing of it, you guys, and I felt like it was God's plan. Like it was God's plan that he gave me before in 2019, before I even, and it's crazy that that's how I say, like, God was with me when I was being a prodigal, when I was being like Jonah, and I was just like, the whale swallowed me, you guys. and and I was just like, no, you know, I was upset at God and I was trying to run away, but he had that plan for me to sell my house and buy the RV and go with and follow Gladys and go up by her, and he used the St. Louis area as a base and travel around in my RV. But my house sold, I downsized, I fit everything I owned in my car to go up to St. Louis. And then I fit everything I owned in my RAV again when I left St. Louis. I left some stuff with my friend, with friends. You know, I didn't sell any stuff that time. Selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace is a hassle. But I did that over from 2019 till 2020 when I sold my house, and I made like $4,000 because some of it was big stuff. I mean, not like I got a lot of money for anything, but some of it was big furniture and everything. I had rats get in my house after doing Airbnb. Oh, so awful. It was so awful. And I wasn't going to sell the house with the rats in it. I got rid of the rats mostly by myself. There's this great YouTube channel called Mousetrap Mondays. And I would watch that and try to find the best trap. And he advertised the best rat poison. I got that. That's not harmful, like to animals if they eat the rat afterwards or something like that. And it was insane. So the rats got in. One of my sofas I threw out. I'm pretty sure my neighbor got it though, but I was like, don't pick this up. I was very careful about what I said on social media because I knew I wanted to sell my house, but I got rid of the rats. And I had to have my ex sign off on the house per my divorce, and put the house for sale in June. There's a video that's about Page Publishing trying to sue me, the publishers of my elephant book. They tried to sue me. They ripped me off. But that was when I put my house for sale in June, and it sold in August. And from August, the end of August till September, the first day of fall, September 21st, I was in a hotel room going through the last little things like papers, and it was insane. And I just started getting rid of more and more stuff. I was going to buy my RV in Georgia so I could put all my stuff into my RV. But I didn't want to feel rushed buying it. And so I decided to buy it up in the St. Louis area, and that was better. So my dad was ill, and I told my brother I was headed out there, and I told my brother I wanted to move because I wanted to move to Southern California. I really did. And my sister-in-law wasn't doing well. My dad wasn't doing well. And my dad passed away, get this, the night before I left Georgia. He passed away September 21st, and I left Georgia September 22nd. So thanks for dropping those links, Lori. You're getting good at this. You can drop your own links, moderators. I don't know if Anthony's still here. But if you can't drop your own link, Lori already dropped it for you. So thank you, Lori. So yeah, that's the story. And like, I just am so blessed. I mean, I'm thankful. I'm mostly thankful to God because I mean, I know that it was from my dad, and I'm thankful to my mom because my mom was the one that voiced and said, you know, when I die, this money shouldn't go to whoever you're gonna, because you know she knew he was gonna, she knew him, she knew he was gonna need to have somebody else. He needs to have. I hate to say it. He needs to have supply. My dad needed to have supply. Narcissistic supply. He needed to have a woman. He needed to have a woman. So she knew that. And she knew he was going to get with someone else. But, you know, she said they shouldn't get, you know, what you saved up all these years. Your children should get that. And so he didn't marry her legally, his new wife. And he lived, that's 11 years. He outlived my mom by 11 years because he passed in 2020. My mom passed in 2009. Yeah, 11 years. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I know that's aggravating when you're behind on the live. But yeah, I always I get more people in here as I go on with my live, and then it's like, wow, I just got, you know, like there's 9 people in here now, or I just usually get like 13 people in here, and now I feel like I should keep going. But I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna see. Let me look over here and see if Lisa's answered me back yet. Well, we'll see. Maybe I'm gonna either get with Lisa again maybe this week before I go to Philly, or after I get back, which will be after Memorial Day or after Memorial Day. So so moderators, you can drop your links if you're still here. Thank you all for being here. We just wanted to update you. So you guys keep on seeking God, because I feel like God led me to that ABC computer repair, because there were so many computer repairs. And then again, you know, you guys know me by now. Red was overwhelmed, and I'm like, who do I choose? You know, and I feel like God led me there, and like he fixed it. He didn't charge me, but you guys, it was so weird because it was a house. I'm like, I thought I was going to business. Well, I was going to business. Thankfully, you had the sign out there, and I was just like, if there's no sign, I'm just leaving. I'm going to pick somewhere else, you know. But first, I turned too soon. I turned on the wrong street. It was those streets that are like the same name, but one's place and one's, you know, court, and one's, you know, it's like, why do they do that? It's so confusing. So I turned too soon. And then I went on the next, and I was like, well, maybe it is really a business because I'm on the wrong street. But then I turned on it was, you know, it was a house, and I pulled up. It was so weird. I pulled up, and the garage door opened, and he wasn't with a customer or anything. And I'm like, this is bizarre. But I'm like, okay. And he fixed it, and he didn't charge me. So yeah, Albert, ABC Computer Repair in Denver, Colorado. I'm about to leave them a good review. And yeah, and Lisa helped me because that's what she said. She said, find ones that have a good review. There was a ton of them, and there was a ton of them that didn't have reviews. And I was like, okay. Lisa said no. Lisa said no. Lisa said no. Like, don't have reviews. I'm like, no. So that ruled out many of them because there's a ton. I'm in the section of Denver that's the tech center, they call it Denver Tech. So there's a ton of computer repair places here. But I went, it's funny because I went towards towards into Denver, to a different neighborhood to get help. And it's a little business out of, patronize the small businesses. That's what I did. So I'm glad. And I'm going to leave him a review. That's what he said. He said, well, if you just leave me a good review. And I was like, sure, well, yay. So, but, so thank you so much. Don't forget to keep praying, because God loves you. God loves you, and so does Red. I will see you tomorrow. Okay? I think you did, Lori. Thank you so much. I think you did. And you dropped yours. Okay, good. Check out Lori's channel. Check out these channels. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll go check my P.O. box, David. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow.